Hello and welcome to the Indicator Warehouse. In today's video, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be discussing the S&P 500 and how I am successful at trading the S&P 500. Now, there's a little bit of a twist to this video, so pay close attention, and hopefully in the end, by the time I'm done, you guys get exactly what I'm talking about. One of the things that I want to bring up, and I want to be absolutely upfront and honest with everyone about, is I am a horrible S&P 500 trader these days. So you might be asking yourself, okay, why am I going to listen to, why am I going to watch this video? Well, perhaps you're like I was. A few years back, 2007, 2008, 2009, the S&P actually moved pretty nicely. I used to consider myself strictly an ES trader. And of course, as the markets changed, well, I failed to. So I started having some difficulty in my trading, and I really couldn't figure out why. I made a call to my broker, and we had a pretty long discussion about my trading, what I was doing, and just how well I wasn't doing, I should say. And what this did was this led me to actually trade other instruments. Very often as traders, we get caught up in one particular instrument, like oh, I'm an ES trader. Oh, I'm an oil trader. Oh, I'm a gold trader. And a lot of times these, self-professed, gold, oil, ES, whatever instrument traders, a lot of times they're not very successful, yet they still continue to carry on with trying to trade the same instrument and be successful. Well, to make a long story short, what it came down to for me was, why not try taking a look at other instruments that perhaps suited my trading style better in relation to how that particular instrument moved. Let's go ahead and let's do this. I'm going to use the Falcon Swing Trader as my example right here, and the Falcon is part of Diversified Trading Systems. And what I've done here is I've got the S&P 500 on the left, the NQ is here in the middle, and then I've got the YM over here on the right-hand side. Let's go ahead, let's focus on the ES first. All right, as we can see right here, at about 12 minutes after 11, I do get a signal to take a trade on the ES. Now, what you're looking at here is this line right here where my crosshair is. This is the Globex Open. This is all the ES moved since midnight Eastern Standard Time, and I only get this one signal right here. Now, the Falcon's designed for 10 tick or more profit targets, and my entry here would have been at, let's call it 82.75. I'll allow a tick of slippage. And as you can see, I definitely get my 10 ticks worth of profit out of this one trade. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move over here to the NQ, and I'm using the same size bar. I'm using an 8-tick mean Renko. Let's go ahead and let's scroll back here, and let's take a look at the 7:30 open. Now, we do have a trade that produces itself here at 10 minutes till 10 Eastern Standard Time. However, this is not a taker. As we see, we have a green swing line, and we also have a green filter. Moving right along again here, we get another signal to take a long, but the red filter and the red swing line is going to keep me out. Now you can see we move in here. We do get yet another signal right here. If we're using our recent pivots as stops, I would have survived this trade for 10 ticks and then some. Now moving along here, at 10:15 Eastern Standard Time, I get a perfect signal. Red swing line, red warning dot, red short entry triangle, and a red hash mark. There's my 10 ticks right there. And then as you can see here, we bounce. Now let's take a look at the YM for the day, and let's go back and let's take a look and see what things look like here around the 7:30 open. Invalid signal here. However, I do get a valid signal to the upside here. Once again, if I'm using my pivots as my stop, I pop, I pull back, and there's my 10 ticks on that particular trade right there. Same thing goes for this particular entry right here. I pop, I do take some heat, however, I'm off to the races again with 10 ticks. I get a somewhat of a significant move through the high of the day right here. I pull back, and once again, there's my green swing line. I've got a green filter on my entry bar. There's my entry, and once again, 10 ticks and then some. So the point that I'm trying to make is this. One of the things that I do in the mornings is I look and I try to see what is actually moving, what is actually producing something that resembles a trend, if not, if it's already in a trend. So I'm not going to disparage ES traders. Like I said in the blog post, there are many people that trade the ES and they're very successful with it. I, for one, am not. It just does not suit my trading style. I prefer to see a little more action and a little bit more market movement. So one of the things that I'll do is, let's say that I was looking at the ES, like over here. I'm not going to trade this. It's moving too slow. Plus, I've got all this chop and I've got all this consolidation here. So I'm just going to go ahead and move on with my day. Next, maybe I'll keep my eye on the NQ. Not great, very choppy today. However, I don't need to stop there. As you can see, I move over here to the YM, and it's a choppy move, but it's definitely a choppy move to the upside. So this is going to be the chart that I focus on for the day. Okay, so once again, like I'm saying, I'm not here to talk you out of trading a particular instrument that you like to trade. Perhaps you're really successful with it. But for my particular trading style, I like to try to take at least 2 to 4 trading setups on a daily basis. All I'm saying is this: if you're looking for more trading signals and you're trading DTS like I am, my suggestion is perhaps maybe move on to a market that moves a little bit more, a little bit better, and actually might suit your trading style better. Well, all right. If you guys found this video to be informative, or if you have any questions regarding what I've talked about here today, please feel free to reach out to me. Email me at ray@indicatorwarehouse.com. Thanks, and have a great day.